All right.
Wait, you did
No, do this. Do this. Do this. Cody, go.
5x
Yeah.
bracket 2x minus 5 bracket.
2x minus 5.
Did you see the new sentence program?
Here we go here, please. Here we go. Factoring trinomials. Here we go. Factoring trinomials.
Like this.
Okay, I'm going to go through this relatively slowly here. If you came from applied, I'm probably going to do different than your grade 10 teacher, unless I was your teacher, because I want to get away from my quick and easy way to do these, because that's over in 11 now. Okay, I'm going to go through this nice and slowly. I'm going to actually ask your volunteers instead of picking on people here. Nick, if you feel good about your factoring skills, you can take this. If not, we'll ask volunteers. Do you remember how to start this? Anybody? Okay, go ahead, Liam.
I don't remember whether it's addition or multiplication. Like I know it's both, but I
It
don't
is.
remember which one.
Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to do M&A. Nick, go ahead.
Did you do the MA thing?
Yeah, okay.
I forget. Yeah, I'm with Liam. I forget which one's which.
Okay, so what happens for this is,
Exactly what I
what happens for this, it's the coefficient, guys, come over here, please. It's the coefficient in front of the x squared times the n coefficient. So this is going to be multiplied to get 6 in this case. The add comes from the just the x, which is the 5. Can you guys please?
There's a hole in there. I was just letting you know.
Okay, so I'm going to look for two numbers that multiply to 6 and add to 5. Now this is something that is terrifying to high school students. Okay, and no offense if you're an academic, the reason you're here is because you couldn't do this quickly. Don't take that the wrong way. Okay. So what you can do is, what I'd recommend is to think of all the factors of 6. So I'm going to say 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Those, can I please? It's over here. Okay. So what's it going to be? 1 and 6 or 2 and 3 and why? Sure. 2 and 3 because why? Right on. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Good. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to rewrite the original equation as x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. This step may be new if you came from applied, but we have to do it like this for the next example. Where the heck does the 2x and the 3x come from? Yes.
We broke up the 5x.
Broke up the 5x. And what I used was I just used these two numbers, which is 2 and 3. Okay? Yes?
Can you see the shortcut?
No, because you're never using the shortcut. I don't want to discuss it because you can only use it if it's plain x squared. And as soon as I bring up the shortcut, people mess it up.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get so agitated there. Okay, but people mix things up. All right. How do you feel about common factoring, Thomas? Wonderful, I hope, because we just did our common factoring lesson. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dotted line down the middle like that. What Thomas is going to do for us is he's going to look at the left-hand side of x squared and 2x and let us know what we can take out of that.
What you take out of it?
Yeah, what can these both be factored by? What's common between those two? Yes, for number 1. What for letters? Yeah, there's an x there. Okay. Always on the left, there's at least going to be an x. Now, if I take out an x, Thomas, you're not done yet. If I get rid of an x, what's left inside the brackets then? Okay, good, yeah. Let's do it like this. Because, right, x times, like it's x squared, if you get rid of an x, you're left with 1x. And if there's a 2x, you're rid of an x, you're left with 6. Juliana, 3x plus 6. What is common, please, between 3x and 6? Good. What is left inside the brackets?
X.
Yeah.
Plus.
Okay, wonderful. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Juliana has a 99.3 in the class right now. So I've guaranteed that this question is right. How else do I know, though, that this looks good? What visually tells me that this equation looks good so far? Go ahead. Yeah, you can do that. Yes, good. But what else just looking at this, though? If you're in my class last year, you should know this, Kim. The brackets matched up. These two guys, if you're to FOIL it, yeah, it would come up to that. But this has to line up with this. It has to be like that. Then we're just going to finish this off in group. Okay, I'm going to take out an x plus 2 because they're common. And then I'm just going to write the leftover stuff, which is x plus 3. So then there's your x, which is here, and your 3, which is there. Okay. I'm going to do a million of these today to make sure life is good. Yes?
So we need to square x plus 2, because there's 2.
No. You're just taking out something common, right? So just imagine the equation above was like xy plus 3y.
Yeah.
You're taking out a common factor of y, right?
Yeah.
And then you have an x plus 3. But instead of a y, right, it's that reciprocal bracket. Yeah, go ahead.
I guess how you got 3.
Okay, so just get rid of this. So you're okay with this line here? Okay, so all I'm doing here then, I'm just pulling out an x plus 2. So basically I'm removing this and I'm removing this. And whatever's left over is just x and then a plus 3. That's all that it is. Okay, now hopefully this looks somewhat familiar. If you were in Apply, you probably didn't do this grouping thing. Okay, but you'll get used to it. Get used to it right now. Ready? Did we do this? A million times. Well, okay, more because I knew in the kids in my class, I knew some of you guys were doing the M, so I wanted to teach you this. All right, here we go, example 9. I'm going to do one more as a class, and I'll give you guys one to try yourselves. I'm going to, you ready to step up the difficulty? Too late, we are. 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Okay, the reason Liam was talking with this so-called shortcut for the last example, and I did not want to show the shortcut because as soon as you get to a question like this, you couldn't use the shortcut. Okay. Why is this one more awesome than the last question? Liam? Yeah, it's not x squared, it's 2x squared. So this is where we need to really focus on this. If you're fading out, I apologize. It's Friday, I know, it's hot in here. Okay, but I need you to focus on it. This is the tricky part. Let's get the M and the A this time. The M comes from those two, so my M is going to be 12. Can someone please be brave and tell me where I got the 12 from, other than Liam? Go. 2 times 6. So it's the number in front of the x squared, which is 2, times the whole number, which is 6. My A is still coming from right here, so it's going to be 7. Okay, now this is the hard part. How do you get two numbers to multiply to 12 and add to 7? Some people can just pull them. Some people can just directly pull it out of your head. If you can't, I pick on Hannah. How do you get 12? How do you times get 12? Tell me one way to times to get 12. Could be any way. No good? No? But just like what times what gives you 12? 6 and 2. 6 times 2 is 12. That unfortunately won't work because it's 7, but that's okay. We'll write it down there. What else can we do to get 12? Yes? 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 will eventually work. Okay, this is what works because 3 plus 4 is going to be 7. Now, I'd recommend writing down the ones you've tried so that you just don't, because then you don't try them again, right? Okay. You can use the calc. You can use. I think for the test, I'll give you guys all your personal times table, and these will be up here. So if you need to see them, you just look for any 12 that you happen to see on there, and you can find it. Juliana, was that a question, or you good? Okay. Stretching is okay. Okay. Now I have a 3 and a 4. I am going to write this as, can someone be brave, tremendously brave? Liam, I'm sorry you're out. Question or answer? Go ahead.
2x squared
Yeah.
plus 4x.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good.
Plus 6.
Matt, can you share with the class, even though we wrote it as 3 and 4, why did you change that to 4 and 3? Good. But why did you not write this as like 3x plus 4x? Like, why is it better to do 4 plus 3? If it's just a lucky guess and you happen to luck into it, that's fine. Why is that, Sage?
Because they like fit into each other.
Yeah, it's like 2 and 4 like sort of go together, right? 2 and 3 don't really go together. You still would have worked, but 2 and 4 go together a lot more nicely. Can I get someone new who's not raised their hand today? Be brave and try and give me the next step, or else I'll pick on people. Someone be brave, please. What's common between 2x squared and 4x? Yeah, Riley, go ahead. 2x, good. They both divide by 2, they both divide by x. If you get stuck on this step, the left-hand bracket and x is always coming out. Always, always, always. Riley, thank you for volunteering. You are not done yet. What is left inside the bracket, please? Very good. right? 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 2 is 4x. Very good. Can I get a second brave soul to do the same thing with the right-hand side? Go ahead.
I count factor of 3.
Yeah.
Should be 3 and then -6.
Okay. Now, I don't know if everyone knows this, but Nick has a 93.9 in this course right now, which means every question he says is correct. Why else is this correct? Looking good. Please play along. Why does this look good? Go ahead, Shanika. The two brackets are the same. Okay, it has to be always, or else you made a mistake. Probably what's happened if they're not the same is that you accidentally picked your numbers wrong. Okay. Can I get a final person to be brave and give me the last answer? Go.
Is it x plus 2 and 2x plus 3?
Wonderful. Okay, as I stop the video, as you're scribbling, I want everyone to put their heads in their desk once I stop this video. Pauses.